Good day, everybody. Welcome to Barber Dave's Barbershop at Home. I'm Barber Dave, and hope everybody enjoyed the SV tour. We certainly had fun doing it, and we've got something new. In doing some research, and some of my viewers have asked if I would do a review on Ariana&Evans Kaizen. Now, I had tried a sample and it was okay, but like I said, to be fair, I don't think samples give you the best overall feeling with soap. This is also my first Ariana&Evans that I have purchased. So the main reason for this shootout is what it's going to be is that Ariana&Evans, both in their shavers that use it every day, as well as the owner, Peter Charkalis, has been on a suit to find the finest soap base in the world, and many people are saying that this is the best soap ever made, period, end of story. So me being the ever-knowing skeptic and having used most of the finest soaps in the world, we thought we'd do a shootout. Now, once again, this is my opinion. I'm going to try to be as objective as possible when doing this. And I'm going to probably use the soap for 2 or 3 days for each one and then do a final. Now, I'm not going to do videos for each one because most of you have seen my reviews on most of these soaps I'm going to be using. I will do a video for this one. So the soaps that it's going to be up against to see if it does reign supreme are the current top, which is PCN, PannaCrema Nuavia, which I think is a fantastic soap base. Now, remember, these are not based on scents. This is based purely on soap base and performance. Now, the scents will come into play, obviously, when I do my final ranking, but they're not in any particular order. So, once again, PCN, Nuavia Verde, CBL Soaps, probably one of the finest bases, in my opinion. Ethos, and the lime specifically, I'm going to be using in this shootout. SV, of course, and we're going to use Apuntia for this. MDC, Mystic Water, and finally Stirling. Now, those aren't in any specific order, but we're going to see if Kaizen can stay to the claim that they are the best out there. Now, I do not have Sebum Gold, and some others, Antica Barbaricala, some of the other ones, but these are the ones in my den. So let's talk about Kaizen. First of all, the packaging. The packaging is very nice. The artwork is just phenomenal, both on the aftershave and the tub. However, that being said, the prices are very reasonable. However, with the artwork and the quality and everything else, I would expect to see a little bit better packaging, meaning maybe glass or maybe at least a clear plastic. But like I said, that's not a big deal for me. The aftershave bottle is fantastic, and the big thing about this one is it's got a tremendous reducer in it. So that's pluses all the way around. Once again, Ariana&Evans was started by Peter Charkalis. And the notes on this, and I would give this an SOS scent of about 3.5 to 4. But very nice, and it's right in my wheelhouse. The notes are Mandarin, Calabrian bergamot, lemon peel, Neroli, honeysuckle, green apple, rose, tobacco absolute, Haitian vetiver, sandalwood, and cedarwood. So definitely an oriental. And the term Kaizen means improvement. So we'll see how that goes. But very nice, very nice. I will give it that. For today, we are going to be using our Matte DeRuyter Formula 1 carbon fiber, and with a Whip Dog silver tip. And then, of course, we will be using the Kaizen aftershave, which is much like a skin food. It does need to be shaken up, and it is very, very milky in a way. So I assume it's got all the good happy stuff that it needs. So other than that, hope everybody's doing well. We had a good time on our Zoom call last night, and as you can see, I'm sporting the new shave shirt for this shootout. So what I did is like I do with every other soap, a tablespoon of water, float it on top while I take my shower and everything else, and then pour it into the brush. As would be expected, I would expect this soap to, because it's not a hard soap, it's not a crope, it's kind of in between, it's a poured soap. The one thing I noticed right out of the gate, now this is a softer Badger, but it's a quieter soap, if that makes sense, while you're lathering it. But lathers up very nice, very creamy. Initial proto lather face feel is good, slick. Even though I know there's no cooling in it, some of the essential oils in it seem to be cooling to me. And like I said, it loaded very well. Very creamy. Right out of the gate, I would compare it to Lisa's. A little bit of Mystic Water, but a very creamy base. Feels soft on the skin. The fragrance is very, very nice. In fact, I would have to probably bump this SOS up to a 4. A little bit sticky, but you know, that's something obviously water will improve. It will take on a lot of water. Forms a nice lather. Initial impression as far as the lather is concerned, as far as lathering, is on par with the other soaps I mentioned. Is it better? No. Is it on par? Yes. But we'll see as the shave progresses. I would put it in, I would give it a little bit, it does feel soft, very soft like the Apuntia. And it reminds me of Mystic Water a lot. But very creamy. Definitely, definitely nice, don't get me wrong. I am feeling just a tad bit of not irritation, but I can tell it's on my skin. Also, I'm using a Gillette Red Tip with a Super Speed with an Astra SP blade in it. Slickness is good. Cushion is good. The big takeaway for me right now is the fragrance. You're getting some beautiful fragrance while you're shaving. First pass, very nice. Very, very nice. Residual slickness is nowhere near, quite frankly, any of the other soaps that it'll be going up against, with the post-shave slickness of both PannaCrema and SV being the top of the heap as far as I'm concerned. But I will say the lather, the way it feels on the face, is in line with all these top soaps. Or the tingling has subsided, so I think it just might be something that my skin was just getting used to. But it does feel, the one thing I do notice is the soap feels cool on the face, which is actually very nice. Glide is nice. Slickness is good during the shave. Like I said, the only thing I noticed right out of the gate is the post-pass slickness is not in the league of the other ones. But the in-shave experience as far as fragrance is concerned is absolutely fantastic. Okay, the post-shave slickness on the second pass did improve, but it's still not, I do feel a little bit of skin dragging, but it's better than it was. But the fragrance is still sticking around. That's, I will give, based on everything so far, this this soap does keep its fragrance in the 4 range as far as SOS. Plenty of lather. It does not dissipate, so that's a good thing. Water usage is similar to the Beta 4.3 with SV, with basically with all these other soaps. Face feel, again, is on par. Fragrance, I give it high marks. As far as the fragrance, silage, and so forth in the shaving soap while you're shaving. Soap, third pass is a little sticky, so maybe just a little bit of a dip of water to slicken it up again. First impression, is it remarkable? No. Is it elite? Yes. But this is just the first go around. We'll see how post-shave is as far as rinse and so forth. As those of you that followed my shootout know that PCN, PannaCrema Nuavia Verde, won as top soap in my den, and that a lot of that has to do with fragrance. And I think it still wins out as far as fragrance strength, but this Kaizen will take a second, followed by a Puntia. Slickness is on par with most of the others. Not slicker by any means. Face feel is about the same. A little bit less than the other soaps. It rinses real easy off the razor. Now, as far as longevity of the fragrance, sticking around, this one does win so far. I don't think that even with water, cleanup passes should be done with water. I think I would put a little bit of lather on. just based on the way the drag of the razor felt. So okay, definitely a DS-BBS shave. Post-shave slickness, like I said, with some of the soaps, as you know, during the shootouts, I could say that you could use as a aftershave. Let's see. Because with the PannaCrema Nuavia and the SV, literally you could get away with not using an aftershave. And also another one of the claims that Kaizen makes is that the skin properties are on top of the planet. And we'll see. We'll see when I rinse this off. It's nice, but it's not, I don't think you could use this as an aftershave. Now we'll see post, hours later. It's just not quite as slick. It rinses off fairly easy because you can get that stickiness, as I call it. Not bad. Not as moisturizing as the SV, because I think as far as post-shave properties altogether, the SV beats them all. And that's due to what they have, except for Ethos. Ethos will come in very close to that. Hydrated, yes. So let's see what the aftershave does. And once again, you have to shake this up. Now, the reducer on this is really neat. It's probably one of the nicest reducers I've seen. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a very nice one, so you're not going to overdo it. It comes out very milky, kind of thin, so like a regular aftershave, just milky. The smell is a little bit different than the soap, not quite as sweet, very much orange, probably bergamot and mandarin, forward, very forward. Aftershave does feel similar to SV and similar to the Ethos Skin Food. Very nice. Like I said, the Mandarin is very forward. But the aftershave is very, very nice. I would put it on par with SVs and with Ethos Skin Food. It leaves the face a little sticky, but we'll see as the day goes by. We're going to be 110 degrees today, so we'll see. As far as talc is concerned, I'll use a neutral talc so I can benefit the thing. So I'll use Menon talc today. This did not have an eau de parfum, or I probably would have purchased that just to see. But the one thing I will give A&E is they've got very unique scents. And looking through their website, some of the scents are just very, very mesmerizing as far as like Asian pear and stuff like that. Now, I haven't tried any of them, but because this was purely for performance. I do get a little bit of residual tingling, and I think that's just that getting used to the soap base. But even with the powder, normally it's a very smooth, powdery finish. I'm still getting some of the stickiness, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but my concern is that over time, my face is going to get, because I've got combination skin, that it's going to get oily. But it does feel very good on the skin. Is it as good as the SV? No. And is it as good as the hyaluronic serum in the Omega Aqua? No. This stuff to me is the top of the heap, period. I have not tried Frank's with Dragonbeard's hyaluronic acid yet, or hyaluronic serum yet, so we'll see. Not bad. First impression, very nice, very elite. Does it dethrone anybody after the first usage? No. Is it the best? No. But once again, I'm going to wait till we get finished and compare everything together. And I may do a couple more videos, I'm not sure. But not bad. The one thing I will give it over all of these is both in aftershave and both in fragrance. Flat out. The fragrance, you may even bust that to a 5 because it stayed throughout the entire shave. It's very much apparent now for an aftershave, and you can start to feel the dry down of the vetiver. And this is very sweet though. Right now I'm getting the Mandarin, the lemon, the neroli, and the green apple. The green apple is really coming through. I smell no rose, but as far as the dry down of the harder tobacco, vetiver, sandalwood, and cedarwood, I'm not getting those yet, but we'll see as time goes on. Okay, guys, that was the first day of the shootout for Ariana&Evans Kaizen and their claim to be the absolute best, and we'll see how things go. Once again, we thank you for being members of theshavingcadre.com, and if you haven't seen us before, please do so at www.theshavingcadre.com. Take care.